Hey, how's it going? It's December 10th, 2022. This is your Daily Sweet Talk. Avatar 2 finally coming out a few days from now, like 6 days from now. Avatar 2 Way Too Watery, yes, it's finally coming out. So everyone's talking about that and giving their thoughts on Avatar and their thoughts on James Cameron, who's giving a lot of interviews and being a real sassy lassie. And Avatar. I'm probably not gonna see it. I'm probably not gonna see it because the original movie Avatar is on my list of movies to never watch. I think it's weird that it's the number one highest grossing movie of all time. I guess just because of the hype around the technology at the time and foreign markets, and I don't know why. I'm not sure why it got to be as big as it did. It's a mystery. I mean, Titanic is also one of the highest grossing movies of all time, but that, I don't know, that makes more sense to me because it was, and especially in the era it came out, that makes more sense to me. It seems like a bigger movie. Avatar does not seem like as big or as memorable of a movie as Titanic. Titanic, I understand. I'll give them props for Titanic. Avatar, I don't know. Maybe people were just obsessed with it. I mean, people were obsessed with it at the time, and now it just kind of, it doesn't really have that big of a cultural footprint. Even, I don't know, people are excited for the new one. A lot of people are excited for the new one because it's been in the works for a long time, and it's a follow up to the highest grossing movie of all time, and it has its fans, but it really doesn't have that big of a cultural footprint. Let's be honest. It has like a moderate cultural footprint, not Titanic level, not Star Wars level. Maybe like, I don't know, not True Lies level, more than True Lies, but like not that much. But I don't know. It'll be successful, I think. I don't think it's. I think it's. I don't. I hesitate to say it's going to be a bomb, but it needs to be one of the highest grossing movies of all time to break even. And if it, under normal circumstances, I would say maybe. I mean, it's just the sequel to the highest grossing movie of all time, so sure, there's a good chance it could get up there. But it seems like a lot of people are just like, who cares? And I'm sure that's just going to be a small percentage, and a lot of people are going to show up to see it still. But because of that factor, I'm not sure if it's going to get to that level. I think it seems like a gamble to me. But James Cameron is very confident, and I think they can be, just because either way, whether it's successful or not, the other sequels are locked in. They're still gonna keep making. I don't know. I wish they would make more movies, not just Avatar movies, because I am interested in seeing what else James Cameron has to make, but I'm not interested in the Avatar franchise. But I do think James Cameron is a bit overrated as like an auteur or whatever. People like throw them in with the like cinema versus like MCU sort of debate, like, you know, real cinema versus superhero movies and stuff. But I feel like James Cameron is kind of partially responsible for that whole sort of thing. The pervasive nature of franchises nowadays, with, you know, partially responsible with the way they like kickstarted the Terminator and Avatar and Alien franchises. Those were very good sequels. Aliens and Terminator 2, very good sequels. I personally prefer the originals. Actually, I think Aliens is a little bit better, but as one-off movies, I prefer the originals. And they just opened the door to endless sequels and exploitations of these franchises, which we have still today. And they're doing that again with Avatar to an extent. They're just like, let's make a whole new franchise. So it's not that different, other than like it's their voice.